G'day, and thanks for dropping in today. Yesterday, Father Gonzo spoke about two Beatitudes. Blessed are the poor in spirit, and blessed are those who mourn. Today I'd like to speak about the Beatitudes of the meek inheriting the earth, and those who hunger and thirst for righteousness being filled. Blessed or happy are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Now the Aramaic root of the word meek is the same as the root of the poor in spirit word discussed yesterday. So we can apply the same lessons that Father Gonzo said to this Beatitude of meekness. But in particular, this phrase saying that the meek will inherit the land mimics the Psalms, those texts that promise those who rely on the strength of the Lord would inherit the promised land. So the way that Jesus uses this language can be seen to say that those who express the humility or meekness of acknowledging their reliance on God as they take their pilgrim journey, as we do as Christians, can look forward in hope to possessing the promised land of heaven. So personally, I find the term meekness a good way to reconsider my understanding of humility. Rather than simply taking the back seat or moving away from the limelight as humility tends to imply, this meekness means that I can think about acknowledging God from the moment I wake up to just before I go to sleep. Each morning I wake up because God has given me the gift of life for another day. And as I lie down each night, I can hand over what I've done and let go of those things that I might not have got done during the day into the hands of God, meekly acknowledging that, but for the grace of God go I. Blessed or happy are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. To hunger and thirst after justice is not just a civil or a temporal justice, as we've seen across the United States in the last 2 weeks. This hunger and thirst is deeply embedded in us. It also applies to our spiritual and our moral lives. Some say that righteousness is the natural and essential food of the soul, and which can't be satisfied by mere words, no more than the hunger of the body can be satisfied by air. If we see a starving man standing with his mouth open to the wind, inhaling draughts of air in the hope of satisfying his hunger, you'd think him a lunatic. But it's no less foolish to imagine that the soul would be satisfied by worldly things, which only inflate us without feeding the soul with true righteousness.